Good morning or good night, Gacha Kingdom. Another shiyuan video in this economy? We are so back, boys. I'm kidding. Do not take me back to China. I have no idea what hoyoverse's fascination with giving us a stereotypical Chinese-inspired area and just making it absolute dog shit. You know what was peak though? Shiyuan's VA, whoever you are, like out there, if you somehow stumble upon this video, I love you. You ate. You really ate when you were fucking beating the shit out of that old guy and a little bit out of Yixuan. Like, Shiyuan's crash out, like, I was like, damn, get his ass, bro. Get his ass. Put that man in jail. That was like my number 2 favorite moment of this entire Chinese arc of Zenless Zone Zero. My number 1 favorite moment is when we ran into Monotou's chest. Non-biased opinion. Today's video protagonist is Ye Shiyuan, and this might be the final video I make about this man until he becomes playable. It's not off the table, but that is the reason why we are talking about him today. But first, shout out to one of my OG mutes, Daily Shiyuan. Daily Shiyuan and me have been fighting for this man since day 1. Okay, well, Daily Shiyuan was fighting for Shiyuan since day 1. But me and Daily Shiyuan been here since he had his glasses on and he was just like chilling, and we were both like, damn, this man is hot. And then some of y'all were not playing ball. And then all of a sudden, just like Sabrina Carpenter, when did you get hot? He takes off his glasses. His natural hair color is actually black. And now his chest is like full on visible. Thank the Lord, the fine, you have risen. Big riff is coming. I need a minute. Like literally, wait a minute. And then like hits a high note. First off, yes, I am aware that Shiyuan and Shungguang are supposed to be horse sirens. I feel like big, stupid, big dumb because I get it now. Their ears are flattened so that they're not like up in the air all the time, and you know, Uma Musume was like right there. Like, I feel real stupid. I was just like blinded by the fact that I was like, oh my god, maybe we'll get like a fox man. That also entails that the Zenless Zone Zero biggest schlong post-nut clarity video might need a follow-up video also as well. First, let's address the gigantic miasma lizard thing that Shiyuan had when we have to fight him when he's evil. Like, what is this supposed to be anyways? Like, we just beat this shit up and then like we fight Shiyuan sometimes and then it comes back like really, what the fuck is this? I do believe that hoyoverse at some point is going to make this man playable, and if they don't, then I'm gonna take a plane and I'm gonna pull up to Cognosphere HQ and I'm gonna make them make Shiyuan playable, goddammit. I know a lot of y'all are like clouded by the fact that this man's lightning rod is bigger than Zeus's, and you have seemingly forgotten that this man is not even within the Janus quarter. This man is like gone. A lot of y'all have seemed to forgotten about that. Like, I don't put too much blame on you because I get it. Super happy that we left China too, and then like we were celebrating with the Angels of Delusion, and then he shows up in the cutscene and there's like double take it 3 times. Oh my god, elephant bubble. And then he like talks about his sister, and then it cuts to Shungguang hanging out with Wise and Belle and everybody else. Vivian's there, Jane's there, Seth's there, Ellen's there, and all the Angels of Delusions, and you take a photo. Like, that's okay. Let me like put you on track so that we can take this ammunition and fire it at hoyoverse whenever we get to this point of the story. It might take us 8 years, but hey, 8 years is better than not, I guess. At the end of the Sword Sequel Chronicle event, aka the event where you and Shungguang go to that hollow and then the Qingming sword's like, oh, this is the reason why that I'm evil. A lot of people just go into Shungguang's room and talk to Shungguang, and she tells you about how she wants to go back into the Qingming realm one more time before it disappears. And you, as the proxy, you're like, oh, I'll go back with you so that we can finish out whatever else is in there. And Shungguang's like, oh my god, thank you, proxy. Oh my god, you're so cool. Not knowing that the prompt that says Shiyuan's letter that's on Shungguang's desk can actually be checked. If you didn't know this and you didn't read this letter, then you can pause the video and read what the letter says word for word. But what I'm going to be focusing on on is his mention of the Fuanis quarter, because that's where he is right now. And his current trajectory is towards the Pluto quarter, which apparently is closer to where old Eridu is. According to the Zenless Zone wiki, Fuanis quarter is currently undergoing constant expansion and land development, which creates a variety of new jobs for new Eridu citizens and Outer Ring inhabitants. So considering that the Fuanis quarter is considered to be even further out than the Outer Ring, which is already kind of like the boonies of new Eridu, then probably we're not going to be seeing shiyuan for a hot minute, unless after we're done with this Battle Shonen tournament arc. I don't know, I haven't played 2.7 yet. Then our next port of action is supposed to be in the Fuanis corner, and then like Bell and Wise run into shiyuan, and you're like, oh my god, no way, you're still here. But more than likely, we'll probably reunite with shiyuan when we get to the Pluto quarter, and then in the main story arc, at this point, we'd probably be like really close to discovering what our mom, basically Carol Arna, was doing with the academy and stuff, and then Bell and Wise is like, we have to go to like the closest quarter and look within the old city and stuff. By that time, we'll run into shiyuan, and shiyuan will tell us what he's looking for, and then we're like, oh my god, we're looking for like the same thing? Well, no way, that's crazy. By the time that we do reunite with shiyuan in the Pluto quarter, and he is playable, he's gonna be like some new attack class that has some wacko ass gimmick where shiyuan's entire damage is based off a pen ratio, and then he like fucking slaps slong on the enemy, and then there's like big number damage, but it doesn't even matter because of the new box that's going to come in, and then the new patch is going to come in, and it's going to be a Void Hunter. But I am determined to see if that's going to be a reality, because I know that hoyoverse, I know y'all want to bring him back. And when we do reunite, he's going to be playable, and I'm going to be able to hug him in my arms, finally. Before I go, I do find it really funny that hoyoverse, whenever they do want to give us a man, they've been just giving us gigantic ass men. Like Severance and shiyuan having the practically same chest size is something that I would have never betted money on that. But I guess they both have really big hearts. Even though Severance is not going to tell us that, but hey, I mean, his chest size definitely does tell us that. And then the last male that we had was gigantic. So I guess they'd be making up for it in the meat department, at least. Maybe the next man that we will get will be a twink to make up for it all. Hold it! Instead of going to bed because it's 2 a.m., I decided to scroll on Twitter. For God's sakes, close Twitter. But in this case, I got a godly pull, and I am now able to add maybe like an extra like 3 minutes to this video, because I know somebody's gonna mention it, so I might as well mention it now. That said, if the only leaks that you care about are the leaks that are in between shiyuan's legs, then you can go fix that, and we can discuss about the Zenless Zone 0 game leak. Somebody has data mined the 2.7 update of Zenless Zone 0, and there's been an update to the agent IDs. All the IDs are of playable characters, with Wise and Bell somewhat being an exception, with them being like super duper into the future, so maybe they'll be playable. Maybe not, who knows? Or at least in combat. Obviously we do play them, but that's besides the point. You get it. Bum, dude, dude, bum, dude, dude, bum, dude, dude. What's interesting is that there's currently 2 agent IDs that are currently unknown to us that are in between Cisia, Promia, and Valina. But these 2 agents aren't Norma or Remeli, because those 2 are after Valina. So who are these 2 supposed to be? Apparently, according to 1531, is supposed to be silly, and if all the leakers are telling the truth, in 2.7, the first half of that update is supposed to be silly. It's just the fact that hoyoverse hasn't actually put silly into the game. They're really vaulting this man. Like, they really do not want us to know what silly is gonna look like. Now, that just leaves 1551, which, according to doesn't exist at all. So So, two things. Realistically, sadly, the truth, 1551 is probably a agent that we don't know yet, but we're probably going to see later into the future. Like Zhao, for example. Zhao's agent ID is 1341, who's in between Vivian and Pokra. And Zhao is not a 1.0 character, but Zhao has been in development since 1.0. And we didn't know about Zhao until we were in China. So, you know, unless Monato shoes, we've known Monato since we were a fucking teenager. You know, we got the deep iceberg lore. Fuck it, this could be a deadly amount of hopium. This is our time, Big Daddy Nation. Romeul Nation, this man is actually going to be playable. And he's just going to be our dedicated A rank right next to boobs and a actual gremlin. I figured it out, guys. I've got hoyoverse down to a T. That is what they are planning to do. Psst, don't tell them, but I think the secret third option is that 1551 is actually shiyuan, and we're going to see shiyuan in sometime in between this like mumbo jumbo whatever was going to happen in 3.0. He's going to be in 3.0 and he's going to be with us for free. So that's my hyper theory, unless like we do get Big Daddy or Romeul. Oh, what? What was I whispering about? Oh, I was just telling them about how I wanted to see Big Daddy and Romeul gang up on Severance and show him what real authority is. Oh, you're like a big wig at the pub sec? Ah, fuck that shit. Let me show you what the outer ring is. And then Romeul shows up out of nowhere. He's like, yeah, the underground's got nothing on you. And then they show him what's up. Yeah, that's what I was whispering about.